Check, check. Yep. Shabbat shalom. How about now? Yeah? I can hear me on the speakers. That's good. Yeah, it's good. Good, good. Do I have a mute or just on off? It's just a slide. That was a false start. You can keep talking.
Yeah. Psych. 50 more humans.
You're going to sing with the voices of 50 more.
There you go. Ready?
For what?
הנה מה טוב.
Oh, let's do it.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is,
How good it is.
how sweet it is
How sweet it is.
to be together on this day. How good it is,
How good it is.
how sweet it is
How sweet it is.
to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים ואחיות גם יחד.
Nice. It is good to be together. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
You are the hardcore folks on a rainy, dark, holiday-ish time. You're here to celebrate Shabbat. Maybe pray for the Seahawks, some of us, but whatever it is that brings us here, it's good to be together and to mark the shifting of time and the day of Shabbat coming in. I've got more to say in a bit, Eran,
Yeah.
but I believe someone's going to come up. Did you talk to someone about potentially saying something, or should we just call on someone and see what happens here?
Both could work, but do we have board representative? Board representative? Board welcome? Going once? There we go, Nikki.
Ooh, it's quick.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
On behalf of the board, just wanted to welcome everyone here. And we're so glad we've got our guest rabbi, Iran, and thank you.
Yeah.
It's good to be here. Right, I'm not the usual rabbi here on the Bima, or one of the usual rabbis.
You're the closest one. In many
certainly
ways.
the closest one to you in
Yeah.
this moment. Oh, because I work at JDS, right over there. I went to JDS as a student. I'm Rabbi Avi Fine, and it's really fun. I think it's my third or fourth time now officially leading here on the Bima, so I appreciate that. Also, my family and I are now officially members of TBT, so it's fun to be here wearing multiple kippot, as it were. We are going to, well, let me say a few things, and then I think we'll bring in Shabbat with the lighting of our candles. As may not be a surprise to you, we find ourselves now on the second day of a new, at least secular, year. How was your year starting so far? Are we, do a thumbs up? Okay. People who are thumbs down are at home or something like that. They could make it. We don't usually, I guess, celebrate a secular New Year. We have enough New Years in the Jewish calendar. It turns out there are actually 4 different New Years only in the Jewish calendar, so I guess 5 if you include this New Year. I see Cantor David is counting the 4. Okay, well, give me one. What do we got? Anybody could give me one. Great. We have Pesach is 1. Rosh Hashanah, that's 2. Tu B'Shvat for the trees. And the 4th one, Elul, which is the month before Rosh Hashanah, actually marks another New Year. So some of the New Years are for the calendar, some are for counting the reign of kings, some are for counting the age of trees, and I believe the other one, Elul, is actually for how old an animal is. But either way, we have so many ways of marking time and celebrating the new year, and I think whether or not you're feeling connected to the secular New Year in a Jewish context, like Rosh Hashanah, any New Year is a chance to reflect on the year that is past, reflect on the year that's coming, think about who you want to be, ways to improve, what intentions, resolutions, goals you might have for the year. And also, we're now 3 months into the Jewish year, so we're a quarter of the way into the year, so you could think of this as just a check-in point. Whatever intentions you set for yourself at Rosh Hashanah, how are you doing on those? Where do you need a pat on the back? Where do you need a little maybe kick in your bottom to get you moving? This is the beauty of an opportunity to reflect and think as it helps us aim to be the people we want to be in the year ahead. I'm going to open with a poem, and then we'll light our candles. This written in the context of Rosh Hashanah, but I think you'll see we can easily apply it to the secular New Year too. It's called New Year's Resolutions by Rick Lupert, and he writes, "The new year is coming, and I make these promises. I will invest in apples. I will open negotiations with the bees to make sure they have what they need to continue their work. I will set foot inside a synagogue, maybe both feet. I will not judge a shofar by its length. When the sun sets on Fridays, I will not treat it like any other day. I will learn how to pull the first tissue out of the box without destroying it, and the next 5. I will give to those who need and ask for help when I am the one who needs. I will drive on the road like I am the least important person on the road. I will spend more time outside and as much time downstairs as I do upstairs, so neither gets jealous. I will bake more quiches with my son. I will love the ones I vehemently disagree with so much. I will take all the money I make from investing in apples and donate it to bees or to charity or to a bee charity. I will try not to break these promises, even though a document is coming on Yom Kippur which tells me I probably will. I will do the best I can." So before we even light the candles, I know I said we were going to do that, but we'll get there eventually.
This is 3rd century, right?
I want you to think about what are your hopes for this year, 2026? What are you reflecting on in this moment, whether it's the beginning of a new year, whether you're checking in a quarter of the way through the Jewish year, whether something else is happening that's sort of on your mind? Well, I want you just to think, but I love that you have hands and you're thinking and you don't like silence and all those things. Why don't you, in this case, turn to someone, somewhere else here in the room, bonus points if you didn't come through the door with them. Maybe you don't know them. Introduce yourself. Ask them, what are you hoping for this year? What are you reflecting on tonight?
Second century poem. Quiches have been around.
Pizza, I think.
I
is old.
bet they have. I bet they had quiches at Beit HaMikdash.
All right. Anybody want to share? What are you hoping for, intending this year? What are you reflecting on? Carol, that was quick. Health and happiness for all of our families. Amen. You have a few more days to keep thinking about it, so that's okay. We are going to bring in Shabbat through the lighting of our Shabbat candles. Carol, would you want to come up here in honor of that and bring some extra light into our space? We're on page 2 in our Sidurim. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. I almost said Yom Tov with all the Rosh Hashanah talk.
I know. Sorry to confuse you.
No?
Shana Tova still works.
Shana
you know?
Tova. I've said
Yeah.
Shana Tova to a lot of people, and they're like, Shana Tova.
Yeah.
It works.
Good.
Yeah.
I know, Iran, that as part of Kiddush, we talk about wine being a symbol of joy and thinking about the overflowing of our smachot, of our joys. Do we talk
Yeah.
about our smachot before Kiddush or after Kiddush?
I believe before.
Yes? That is the custom here?
Is that correct?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, in that case, thinking about wine as this symbol of joy, I wonder, what is happening in your lives that brings you a lot of simcha, a lot of joy? Maybe we're thinking about this past week. Maybe we can go back a little bit longer if you'd like. Could be something really small, like a moment where you laughed. Could be something momentous that happened recently. But anyone celebrating any joys this evening? Yes. Your family's here. So good to be with family.
So speaking about family, we just got back from visiting my son David, his wife Elizabeth, and our grandsons Solly and Nate in New Haven, Connecticut, and they bring greetings to you.
Hello.
It's obvious one of the people who married them.
Along with my father. Yeah. That was a good move on
Smart,
your part.
yeah.
Go the night before, yeah. Yeah. I love that.
Amen.
We do appreciate that. Well, we will keep all those joys in our hearts and turn to page 5 in our, page 4, page 5 in our Sidurim for the Kiddush. Where do you usually start here? Do you Vayachu or do you go right? Page 5. Excellent.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון יחי לנו זיכרון למעשה וראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת אותנו קידשת מכל העמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון איכלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. לחיים.
We will turn in our Sidurim, page 13. Just take us in. Yeah.
Yeah, we're continuing the theme of it's a new time, marking time.
Yeah.
שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום, ישועתו.
As Iran said, we wanted to bring that particular psalm, those first couple of words there, Shiru la'Adonai Shir Chadash, are an invitation to sing a new song. Now, there is something paradoxical or ironic that these words are in the Siddur every week. There are people who sing them every Shabbat. So how can you turn these same old words into a new song? But that's some of the beauty of our prayers, that we're asked to bring a little different piece of ourselves each time, make something a little different, a little fresh. And we thought as we're beginning a new year, how can we bring some of that newness, that intention into our tefillah, into our prayer too. Also, I love, like the next two lines talk about how the whole Aretz, the whole land is singing too, that it's not just us who bring in Shabbat, the whole world is so happy to have this day of rest and renewal. We're going to keep moving in this part of the Sidur, this Kabbalat Shabbat, as we're bringing in Shabbat, and we'll turn to page 20 for Lecha Dodi. Talk about newness too. Lecha Dodi comes from the Kabbalists and Tzfat who would go out into the field to greet Shabbat every week. That excitement to be with that newness each week, be with that beauty of Shabbat.
לך דודי לקראת קלה, עיני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, עיני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתפילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת, לקראת שבת, לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה מראש מקדם נסוכה. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, שידברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נבלע. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
You're going to rise and face the entrance for number 9.
בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצוהלה. תוך אמוני עם סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה, בני שבת נקבלה.
Don't actually sit down. We're going to transition from this Kabbalat Shabbat, this sort of part of the service that we add on a Friday night to get us singing and to get us excited about Shabbat, into what we call the prayers that surround Shema, being the centerpiece of this next section. And we start with the Baruch Hu. which we call sometimes our call to worship. Really, it's a way of saying, all right, you're here. Hopefully your body's warm, your voice is warm, your spirit is present. You know the people here in your community, and we're coming together as one group from individual people into one unique community here. So we turn to page 28 in our Sidurim. Be seated. We'll turn to page 30. So we won't actually be using all the words here on the page, but we, in the evening times, offer this prayer, Ma'ariv Aravim, that blesses the coming on of the evening. And I actually just was recently learning that the word Erev for evening comes from the word that means sort of a mixture. That the reason we have the word Erev is that it is this time, though it is already dark out here, but when the light is turning into the darkness, when the day is turning into night, this is also when the Jewish day begins, right in that Erev. We get this word Erev also when we hear about the Israelites leaving Egypt. They left in an Erev Rav, a mixed multitude, we might say. So when we think about this mixing of time and transition, and moving and rolling from one into the other. And so we're going to roll into dark, and we're going to roll into light to help bring on this evening of Shabbat.
It's like l'arbev, like the mix. I never thought of that. Thank you. Every day I learn something new.
There you go. Carol, you're good. Do you want to get up here and lead us?
Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Hey, yom v'layla, kolel om mipnei choshech. Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
Shema is always surrounded by love. After Shema, we say that piece of Ve'ahavta, talking about the ways that we can express our love to God. And Shema is always preceded by, here in the evening, Ahavat Olam, Ahava Rabbah, in the morning time, a way of inviting us to feel the love through which we are loved. So we're going to offer this Ahavat Olam on page 32.
What a great love, a great love. What a great love you have given us. One last time. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael. Ahavat olam. Ahavat olam beit Yisrael.
Turn to page 34. Feeling that great love, we invite our awareness to turn towards the oneness, God, this force that connects all of us. But if you want to stay seated, stand up, whatever is your custom, cover your eyes as we offer these words. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kvod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed Page 36.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אלוהיכם אמת.
That was tricky. That was good.
I was waiting for the right moment.
Yeah. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt. That there is a better place, a promised land. That the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness. That there is no way to get from here to there, except by joining hands, marching together. We joyfully sing our song, Mi Chamocha, celebrating freedom and our march together.
One day we'll get you to beatbox.
One day.
Rabbi Avi beatboxes.
It's true.
I don't know if today's the day, but maybe he'll surprise us.
Who knows?
We'll see. Who is like you, Adonai? Who is like you, Adonai? Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Chamocha mi chamocha Elim Adonai mi kamocha נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף אלף, נורא תהילות, אוסף אלף. מי כמוך, one more time. מי כמוך, באלים אדוני, מי כמוך, נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות, אוסף נורא תהילות, אוסף אלף. יאי, לי, יאי, לה, 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 who is like you, Adonai, who is like you,
I love that. We are going to transition to the next piece of our service from these blessings that surround Shema into the Amidah, Hatfilah, really the central piece of prayer in the evening service. We start off together offering these first three blessings, and then there's an opportunity for some individual prayer. And as part of helping us get in the right state, we're going to move our bodies a little bit. We're going to stand up as we turn to page 46. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach.
אתה אדוני
Page 48.
אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואימותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך חוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה.
Page 50.
אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמנת להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיה הכל.
Page 52.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
And we'll continue with silent individual prayer using the words of the Siddur or offering the prayers of your heart. Feel free to be seated whenever you are ready, and we'll join back together on page 62. Turn to page 253 in our Sidurim, and take this moment after kind of the bulk of our prayers and reflecting individually and communally to take a time to think about those people who are in our community who are in need of healing, be it a healing of mind, of body, of spirit, to direct our healing thoughts, to direct our prayers to them. We are sending these prayers to Jacqueline Tara Smith, Deborah Rose, Aileen Kreisman, Ronnie Haber, Ellen Gottlieb, Vanessa Bianco, Paul McCready, Glenn Letts, Carl Wilhite, Cindy Balin, Patty Newby, Joe Giordano, Ron Louie, Marion Laird, Sheldon Robert, Lisa Bush, Patricia Barber, Paul Norris, Stephen Thrasher, Laura Halper, Bob Cook, Jason Getler, Nina Schechter, Amanda Young, Wyatt Kuriko, Tom Anderson, Mary Wilhite, Stephen Chuckman, Jennifer Stock, Leah Higashi, Shelley Oakley, Margaret Nichols Kornblush, Risa Coleman, Jessica Abbott, Jody Buktenica. If there is someone else you are thinking of who is in need of healing, be it of body, of mind, of spirit, could even be yourself, I want you to invite you to hold that person in your heart, and if you want to share their name out loud with all of us. For the words of Misha Barach, page 253. We wish all of us a refuah shlema, a healing that leads to wholeness. Right. I invite you to put your sidurim down at least for a few minutes. I spent the last week and a bit visiting my in-laws in California. And don't worry, this is not a complaining about your in-laws sort of story here. We had a lovely time together. And as often happens when you spend a lot of time with people who live in a different place and who have a different background, we started discussing how we understand some fundamental aspects of our lives. And quickly we got onto the topic of religion. And we attempted to define religion. People threw out a couple of different definitions. Anybody here want to offer a one-sentence definition of what religion is? It's not a trap, it's not a trick here. Go ahead. A belief system that defines the ways of the world. Nice. Anything we would add, or?
Since you asked it in English, I'm going to go back to the etymology of the word religion.
Okay.
Which is, its roots means one entity connecting to another entity. Actually, by itself, can be very secular.
Yeah.
And that is what I think of both humans, other living entities, and to God.
Yeah. Lovely. Let me just repeat that, Cantor David. Etymologically, religion means one entity connecting with another entity, is what you're saying. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Grounding in a system of moral values. Yeah, that's great too. Well, let's hold these different definitions. When I think of the purpose of religion, I think of religions, and especially Judaism's, ability to and system for marking time. Not to say that any of your definitions aren't also valid. I'm really amazed that Jewishly, we can't go a week without marking some time, some special moments. We mark each Shabbat. We mark each new moon. We have a holiday nearly every month of the Jewish calendar. We mark a 7-year cycle and then a 50-year cycle. We are constantly marking time. And through marking time, we are bringing ourselves into awareness, into presence, into intention. Judaism makes it harder to just mindlessly go through life. Like when you're on vacation and you have no idea what day of the week it is. It's hard to do that Jewishly. You can go up to maybe 6 or 7 days. And then we have this marker of Shabbat. And for some Jews who live an even more structured Jewish life, they pray 3 times a day. Even when they're on vacation, they are very much aware of what time of day it is, what day in the week it is, where they are in the world, and what time prayers must be for that. But that's not the only way we mark time, Jewishly. We mark the passing of milestones, and one of those milestones relates to the reading of these scrolls behind me, the reading of the Torah. Every week, as you know, we read one parashah, one Torah portion, which means that over the course of the Jewish year, we read the entire Torah. And then when we finish reading the Torah, we have a holiday where we celebrate the reading of the Torah, and then we start reading all over again. And this week, in fact, we are finishing one book, Bereshit, Genesis, which means next week we'll be beginning a new book, the book of Shemot, of Exodus. We already know that Torah is different from the other books we read in that once we finish Torah, instead of putting it on a shelf, we open it back up and we start again. But we also mark our progress along the way. When we finish reading a book of Torah, at least in Ashkenazi communities, the custom is to recite the words chazak, chazak, ve'nitchazek, which could be translated, be strong, and we will strengthen one another. In the Sephardi tradition, they offer the words chazak or chazak ve'baruch, meaning strength or strength and blessing, not only when you finish a book of Torah, but every time after a person finishes reading a section from the Torah. This phrase, chazak, chazak, ve'nitchazek, is similar to when we say yashar koach after someone performs a mitzvah or does something, which is wishing that person strength. May you have strength. Yashar koach means hopefully giving that person resolve for continuing on their task, for doing more. So chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek. Be strong, and we will strengthen one another. Well, I notice in these words here, these 4 words, the first 2, chazak and chazak, are both in the singular. Nit chazek moves us into the plural. And what I love about this is we are, as happens Jewishly, as we've been talking about in a tefillah, we move from the individual to the collective. And often we have to start with ourselves, that individual piece. But the focus Jewishly is never exclusively and never ultimately on us as an individual, but it's on who we are and how we're supporting the community around us. So you could think of chazak, chazak, v'nit chazek in a more narrow, Torah-focused, saying, we wish ourselves strength for a year of more studying, of more Torah learning. It's this communal milestone that it's not about what you're reading necessarily on your own, but it's about what we as a community are reading together and wishing each other this strength as we are moving our way towards finishing the Torah. It is a large book. It's a long scroll. It takes a lot of work and dedication to spend a whole year reading through the Torah. And that is why we have to offer this blessing. It's a reminder that we are making progress, that we need strength, that this journey is full of meaning. And I think this is the point of religion, or a point. I won't say maybe it's the point. It's to help us focus on what's important, to help us mark our time, and to bring meaning into our days. And so may this year of 2026, may it be a year of strength, of dedication, of meaning, and community. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Chazak u'baruch.
I like how you applied that. That was good. We are going to begin to conclude our service this evening. We offer the words of Aleinu, which is really supposed to help us bring whatever you're taking away from this space out of here, back into the world with you. Aleinu l'shabeach. It's on us to praise, to take this with us. We're on page 283 in our Sidurim. I invite us all to rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא שם חלקנו לייחד את שמו, וגורלנו להמליך מלכותו, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Can be seated, albeit briefly. We come to this point in the service, as we near the end, we think about those people whose lives have come to an end, but who we hold dearly in our hearts and in our memories. As a community, we are observing the Shloshim, the first 30 days, remembering Martin Goldstein, the brother of Janice Brumer, the brother-in-law of Marshall Brumer, the uncle of Megan, Jessica, and Kayla Brumer. You remember the victims of the anti-Semitic attack on Bondi Beach, Matilda B., Alexander Klaitman, Rabbi Yaakov Levitan, Edith Brutman, Boris and Sophia Gurman, Rabbi Eli Schlanger, Peter Mager, Tibor Weitzen, Boris Teitelrod, Dan Ekoyam, Rovan Morrison, Marika Pagani, Adam Smith, and the Shloshim also of Rabbi Ronald Milstein, the father of Pam Auerbach, father-in-law of David Auerbach. And we remember the deaths, we observe the yurtzites of Rehan Kanuni, Irving Gottlieb, Esther Gralnick, Nathan Prasow, Shirley Laktich, Reuben Paul, Nathaniel Eisner, Darrow Glockner, Samuel M. Rayfish, Anna Linda Schatz, Haya Blanca, Louis Klisser, Samuel M. Bookie, Corey Galaborish, Leon Prassow, Mary Winston, Molly Wintrub, Leon Morse. There is someone else you are remembering who died recently, who died at this time in years past, someone else you're missing in particular. I invite you to again hold them in your heart, and as you're comfortable, share their name out loud with all of us. I invite us all to rise to support our mourners, and in memory of those we have lost, turn to page 294 for the Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mevorach le'alam omei almaya, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May their memories always be for a blessing. We can all be seated. And before we conclude, just want to give a thank you to all of you. So lovely to be together to celebrate Shabbat, to bring in this new year, to start the new year together in community and in a little bit of religious practice. We're going to send us all off with those words, Oseh Shalom, a prayer for peace. May it be a year of peace, both internally and for our whole world.
Amen. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, עושה שלום, עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו, אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל העולם.
Beautiful. A pleasure to lead with you, Aaron.
Always a pleasure, Rabbi
So
Avi.
amazing the musicality you were able to bring. And we get to, last but not least, offer the blessing over challah, a little bit extra sustenance for the year ahead.
You're the child and the representative. You know, sometimes we try to have a
Great.
kid do that, but
I won't ask you how old you are. We'll talk about how old I am. We'll see who's younger,
Yeah,
but
we
that's
know,
fine.
we know.
We'll skip. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz
b'te'avon.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Shana tova.
Shana tova.
I almost sang Zochreinu.
Just popped in there.
Yeah.